When I was really young, I used to walk down my hallway left and right over and over again. It was a pretty boring time until Super Mario 64 came out and invented the third dimension. As long as you ignore all the 3D games that came out earlier, Nintendo was truly a pioneer with this game. The camera was so fine-tuned you could almost say it functions, and the graphics, well, let's just say it has them. But another thing this game has is levels, and not all of them are created equal. Some of them are a blast, while others are Hazy Maze Cave. Today, I want to rank all 15 of the levels in Super Mario 64, so let's jump right into it. At number 15, we have Rainbow Ride. Now, I don't want to sound like a bigot, but Rainbow Ride isn't great. You're real high up in the sky for this level, and a single slip-up could send you plummeting to your doom. That could make for a really tense final hurdle, except you spend most of your time standing on a magic carpet waiting for the level to happen. You'll need to jump occasionally, but the rest of the time you could probably be doing your taxes or something. Overall, it's not a great time. Also, I understand that Bowser wants to create a safe space for himself, but it really feels like he's just pushing his agenda on all of us. It's not like we want to see Mario and Bowser kissing and hugging and shit. I mean, I definitely don't. Number 14, Hazy Maze Cave. This is probably the ugliest level in any video game worth playing. The graphics in this game were nothing impressive even for their time, but they were able to mask a lot of that with bright, vibrant level themes, at least to an extent. But when they take the dark and gritty approach, it's just hideous. The level itself is serviceable. There are different routes you can take, a lake with a dinosaur in it and a maze filled with noxious gases. The 100 coin star is pretty miserable though. I don't have much else to say. For number 13, we've got Shifting Sandland. It's a desert level, which I'm not typically a fan of. It's got quicksand, which results in instant death, as well as a narrow platform with shifting blocks. This may seem like a fun challenge, but it's entirely inconsequential since you can just fly over it with the wing cap. There's also a pyramid where you can discover secrets and fight Bongo Bongo, which is pretty fun. It's another alright level that's kind of soured by the 100 coin star. In most levels you can combine 100 coins with red coins to get both stars in one go, but most of the coins in this level are inside the pyramid, and once you enter you can't leave. And of course, the 100 coin stars tend to be tough on the more unforgiving levels anyway. Number 12, Big Boo's Haunt. Big Boo's Haunt is where restless spirits wander to play music and hoard power stars. There's a mansion filled with tricks and traps and an outdoors area boasting nothing. There's also a shed leading to a concert. The price of admission? Your soul. There is no opening act. The piano went rogue. The singer's a no-show. It's up to you to crash this dog shit and claim your prize. As far as the fun factor goes, there's some fun variety in missions and they match the theme pretty well. The boss of the level is just a Big Boo, as the name suggests. You beat him the same way as the rest of the ghosts, it just takes 3 hits. It's actually more challenging to get the star from the boss than to actually beat him, since the rooftop physics are haunted or make no sense. Overall, it's a fine enough level, but the music is pretty grating. Number 11, Dire Dire Docks. Now if the docks were only dire, this level would be way lower on the list, but being dire changes things. This game isn't batting 1,000 on water levels. They're mostly just regular levels but slower and more restrictive. The missions in this one aren't great either, and the 100 coin star is maybe the stingiest in the game. Honestly, it's not great, but it doesn't have a lot of major frustrations, and it can be kind of chill. At number 10, we've got Snowman's Land. I usually like snow levels in video games, and this one has its high points too, but it's also got its frustrations. The red coin star sort of demands you use this shell perfectly or you'll have to restart the level. This ice block maze is annoying, and this penguin is just an asshole. You're meant to use him as a shield to prevent the dickhead snowman from blowing you off the peak, but the penguin is constantly changing course for no reason the game bothers contextualizing. He just comes across as indecisive over an action that doesn't matter at all. Just walk forward, it's not a big deal. I don't know. The level's alright. Number 9, Tiny Huge Island. This level features warp pipes that can shrink or enlarge the level, tactically placed at different points. You can also enter the level from separate portraits in the castle, which sets the default size. It's a creative idea and most of the missions are decent. The 100 coin star is again not amazing on these higher stakes levels, and also I'm pretty sure it's only possible if you ground pound the giant Goombas to get blue coins. The thing is, I don't think the game actually tells you can do this, so it's pretty cryptic. There's also a boss in this level who's a major asshole for no reason. Can you stop talking shit? He may as well just be a regular enemy. You don't beat him in any special way, just jump on him, and yet he's running his mouth at every turn. Still a decent level though. Number 8, Tick-Tock Clock. This is another level where your method of entry changes the level entirely. You can see the clock hands move from the castle, and its position when you enter determines how fast the obstacles move, or if they move at all. It's a neat idea and the level itself is fun, but it's also really linear. That's not inherently a problem, but with the boot out system it does mean you'll be retreading the same ground frequently. While the 100 coin star blows, most of the missions are actually really solid here. It's a good level. At number 7 we've got Lethal Lava Land. Needless to say, the level is flooded with lava which you have to carefully navigate around. A couple of the missions take you inside a volcano as well. The stars here are generally fun, but landing in the lava under solid objects can be pretty cheap, as Mario will just bounce around repeatedly while his health drains at breakneck speeds. Mamma Mia. You know, I'm not really sure why Mario is so obsessed with his mama. He screams that shit out in some of the later games too. Does he have mommy issues or something? Did his mom abandon him? Or perhaps he lost his mom in a volcano. Is that why he's so drawn to Peach, who repeatedly rejects him? It offers an interesting insight into Mario lore, but even beyond that, the level's a decent time. Number 6, Tall Tall Mountain. As the name suggests, this mountain is taller than tall. In an exciting gameplay loop, you'll be scaling the same exact mountain 6 or 7 times in a row. Fortunately, it is a pretty fun mountain to traverse. At the very peak, you can pass through a hidden entrance to slide down all the way to the bottom, which is fun. That said, there's a ton of coins on this slide. When playing the 100 coin star, don't make the mistake of saving this slide for last. It's technically possible to grab the star that appears on the slide, but it is pretty difficult. Speaking of difficult, the cannon star is extremely precise as well, so much so that it's kind of annoying. Other than those gripes though, it's a pretty fun level. Number 5, Jolly Roger Bay. This is another water level, but it's a bit more exciting than Dire Dire Docks. You can go inside a sunken ship, get chased around by a vicious eel, the list goes on and on. It actually doesn't, that was the whole list. Maybe the level's not that exciting, but it is nice and chill. Number 4, Wet Dry World. This is the only water level in the game that I consider to be really awesome. For starters, it's another level whose layout changes depending on how you enter it. If you jump into the very top of the portrait, the level becomes Atlantis, but if you head in from the lowest point, the level becomes Ben Shapiro's wife. There were also switches in the world that adjust the water level, but none of them reach the extremes you can get from the castle, just something to consider. The missions are all pretty fun, and a couple of them lead to a whole underwater town. Feels like an adventure. Great level. Number 3, Bob-omb Battlefield. This is the first level of the game and serves as a tutorial. While it does its job, I have to wonder about the culture of this place. There are a bunch of bombs walking around, most of which are your enemies, and they blow up if you get too close. But who knows how long they were living in peace before Mario came in and disrupted everything. I mean, there's a friendly Bob-omb that activates a cannon, a turtle that just wants to race, and even the boss of this level is polite enough to tell you how to beat him. The only major shit stain here is somebody's pet Chain Chomp, but it seems like nobody claims him, so maybe they view him as a threat too. Is Mario actually the bad guy? Anyway, the level's fun. Number 2, Whomp's Fortress. This is the second level in the game, but even though it's easy, it's a blast from start to finish. It introduces a sort of stealth mechanic with these sleeping piranha plants, but once you get better at the game, you can ignore this completely and just blitz through the level. The 100 coin star is nice and easy, and the boss is simple yet fun. The only low points are this star where you have to get a bird to drop you into a cage, which takes some time, and this cryptic blast away the wall star where you have to aim a cannon at a very particular part of the wall in order to shatter it and collect the prize. In my first full playthrough of the game, I had no idea how to get this star. I ended up having to look it up online. It's just way too cryptic. Other than that, great level. And finally, at number 1, we've got Cool Cool Mountain. Not to be confused with Tall Tall Mountain, this mountain is only kind of tall, but way cooler. The stars here are just plain fun. You can slide down a slope, you can slide down a slope again, but this time racing a penguin, and you can race a snowman head down a slope. There's even a penguin that asks Mario to help find her child. Mario, reminded of his own trauma, does not hesitate to help. The last star isn't super easy to locate, but once you get to it, it's a fun early game challenge. But yeah, everyone, that's it. That was my list of every Super Mario 64 level ranked. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.